Okay, I think we're live. I think we did it. New camera. Hey, welcome everybody. I am Charity, aka NiceComps. If you're watching me on the Tubies, it's Ubies. Welcome in. This could potentially be your first time watching me. This is potentially my first time on this camera.
Isn't that the family of the Goonies?
No, it's the Fratellis. It's a Tata Maria. Hey guys, Auntie's Crafty is the first one in today. Welcome in, you guys. Tessie Turner, Leslie's joining us today, and Shu. God is here. Hello. Mohawk Glitter. What a great name. Linda Crosby is here. Hey guys. Hey friends. Welcome in. I am Charity, aka NiceComps. Like I said, we are constantly evolving and changing, and I'm trying a new camera out tonight. So if you are watching me on the Tubies, it's Ubies. Bear with me. We're using this as a test camera to see if we want to use it for FB and IG. So thanks you guys for bearing with me here. Emma, welcome in. Welcoming in the country band view. Milkboy220 is here as well. Auntie, thanks for looking out for me the other day too on that listing. I appreciate it. Fortunately, it was two different listings, but hey, thank you for looking out. Cynthia, how's it going? Michael Bart is here. Matthias is here. Marcia, Sandy, hey, you guys, welcome in. Okay, so what's going on? We're garage sailing today. So I am a reseller. I do this full time. I've been full time, completely full time, dedicated and consistent for about almost 4 months now. Before that, I would say I was way more of a part-time or a dabbler. I certainly wasn't taking it seriously. I had no intentions on this being a career for me. I completely fell in love with doing this. I have so much fun going garage sailing. It's totally my jams, totally my jellies. Kit Kat is here. So I go out every Saturday. Now I am in Texas. You're probably saying to yourself, how are you still going garage sailing? It is cold out. The answer is no, it is not. It was 76 degrees today. We did get a couple sprinkles today, but it's still warm down here in Texas. So I went garage sailing. So we always do some stats before we start with our haul. We got our haul back here. So stats for today. Left the house at 7:30, had 2 community sales to go to, plus a couple other little ones I found online. Now, there's not going to be as many as usual, only because we are now in November. So it'll probably slow down kind of into January. I still should be able to get a good amount of them, but it just won't be as many as it was. So I hit up 2 community sales today. Also hit up what we call tangents, which are the ones you see with the sign that says like garage sale this way written on cardboard. So I was able to find quite a few of those today. I've got my little stat book out here so we can go over what happened today. So started out at 7:30, got home pretty early today actually because there wasn't as many. I even actually stopped by our local thrift store. Now, I don't ever get much there because of course it's insanely overpriced and your girl's used to paying holler for $1 at garage sales. But I always head back to the shoe section. I can usually find a couple little things there. Popped in there because it was on my way home. So here's what we did today. I started out with $186 in cash. I wound up only spending $72 today, which was kind of crazy. Spent $72 in cash, spent $7 in Venmo, spent $11.91 at the thrift store on my card for a total of $90.91 is what we spent today. Hit up the 2 community sales in 2 different towns and went to a total of 26 garage sales today. So I normally try to hit 40 every weekend. That's kind of like metric my goal. However, like I said, there just isn't as many this time of year. So I was able to get to 26 sales and then to 1 thrift store. So guys, if you said anything, I apologize if I didn't see you there. Welcoming everybody in. We got it hopping in here tonight. So let's get started. All right, here we go. Let's go with this bag first. So out of the 26 yard sales I went to, I would say I probably bought stuff at maybe 6 of them. There was a lot of this time of year, you get a lot of that low level stuff. Basically what's happened is the community is like, oh, we're doing a community sale, but it's so late in the year. People are thinking holidays. So they wind up kind of just putting out like the bottom biscuit basic stuff. You don't ever get like this time of year, for me anyways, you don't get like huge closet clean outs. It's not spring cleaning. It's nothing like that. So I tend to find this time of year, I am finding, a good amount of stuff at a few sales. The other ones are what I call turn and burns, where I am in a sale and out of a sale in under 3 minutes. That is my rule. And I'm not getting anything there. Hey, thanks so much. And I'm out of there. So here we go. So here's one of the sales we went to. I pull up, I saw like a huge rack of shoes. So I'm like, dude, this is going to be amazing. How's it looking? What's that? Oh yeah, that looks much better. Okay. We're just inspecting the camera to see the restream, guys. Yeah, that looks better, I think. How does it sound?
That's fine.
Okay, cool. All right.
Well,
so I never, or I should say I rarely pay what they have their shoes listed for that they want to get financially paid for. So I am the let's make a deal girl. And so these are all, I got a deal on all these. So they wanted $5 on these. I paid $3 for these. These are a little pair of Nikes. They're nothing fancy, but they are definitely a nice little pair. They need a quick little washer machine. These are a 2020. So this is a fairly new style. It's a retro throwback style. As you know, so many brands right now are doing that. Nike, Silver Tab, or Levi's, they're all doing like these throwback styles. So this is a very like 80s, 90s throwback that's kind of been happening since like 2018, but it's definitely happening right now. So got these for $3. I would say these are probably like $30 Nikes, somewhere right in there. All right, we're just gonna pile things. Where are we piling things today? We are piling things on the couch. Okay, next thing we've got is a pair of Vans. These are interesting. I've never actually seen these before. So originally she had them marked for $8. Then she marked them down to $5. And I got these for $2. So these are kind of cool. I've never seen these in person. I did see somebody on one of the groups I'm in, a selling group, that was asking anyone if they thought these were worth anything like a few months ago. And I was like, yeah, if you can get them for like $2 or $3. Got them for $2 or $3. So sometimes you put those intentions out there. And I would say these are probably like a $30 pair of Vans. Let's see, what size are these? These are a men's 6, so these are definitely going to a woman. These are a women's 7.5, which is a great size. So that's just so funny. Marked at $8, down to $5, and then I got them for like, I think it was $2 or $3. Oh my gosh, Kathleen, thanks you guys for the hearts and everything too. I appreciate it. I'm trying to keep up with comments. Ask twice. It is absolutely not rude to say something or ask something. If you want me to see something, say it as many times as you need to until I can get a chance to see it. When we first get on, there's just so many names joining. It's hard to keep up. Beth, how is it going? I'm happy to see you. Mike's here tonight. All right, so we got these little Vans here. Great little find, and those will just go straight into the washing machine. Next pair here, same thing. Let's see. She originally wanted $10 for these. Then she wanted, there's another 10. Then it's down to 8. Then it's down to 5. And I got these for $3. These are really unusual too. I've never actually seen these Vans either. They have like a neat little floral design on them. I don't know if anybody's ever seen these before. If I had to guess, these are probably, these are a women's 8, so that's a great size. I would say these are probably like $30, maybe something right in there. I'm not really sure. I'd have to comp them out. Like I said, I haven't sold those before. So I got all 3 of those pairs for what, like $2 or $3 a piece, I think. So we have already almost made what I spent for the day just in our first 3 items. Okay. Next up we've got here is a pair of New Balances. Now, these are really nice shoes. These are steel toe. He wanted $5 for these, but I was able to talk him down to $2 for these. So I got these for $2. I would imagine these probably comp for like $60 maybe. Am I off on that? I could be. They're a men's size 12. They've got all the great specs in there to be like electrical, like what do you call it? Proof. They pass inspection to be able to wear them if you're like doing electrical work or whatnot. So these are actually pretty clean. They just need a little scrub here. You guys know I'll just use my electric scrubber on the bottom down there. So $3. I mean, should we comp them real quick? So I always do what I call quick comp. This is absolutely not what I think they're going to sell for. I'm just pulling up my Google Lens, and we're just going to take a look here because, to be honest with you, I haven't sold this pair before, so I'm not really sure. So it looks like they are $100 new on Amazon. I'm seeing 50, 60, 80. Yeah, so it's probably about what I thought. These are cherry, though. These are in such good condition. Not bad for a $3 investment, baby. Tell Pop, how's it going? Steven, I see you. All right, we're putting those on the couch there. What else do we get? Let's see. Let's get another bag here. Okay, another bag. All right, I got this thing. She wanted $4 for it, and I got it for $1. I was like, yeah, not going to pay $4 for it. So this is a little Texas long sleeve, Texas Longhorns. These are super popular this time of year because it's warm enough to be able to go to games too and stuff and still be able to, like, you know, show your support for your team. It's got that kind of retro feel to it, but it's certainly not that old. It's a men's large, which is great too. Extra large would be even better. It's a Coliseum, which is not like a huge, crazy, insanely fancy brand, but I will pick it up if I can find something that's in good condition like this that has like the double layer. So got this for $1. If I had to guess, I probably will get like, I don't know, maybe like 25 to 28 on this. I would think. I haven't sold one of these yet though. So if this was a Nike, it would be closer to like a, you know, $60 pullover, but it's not. Okay, so that is clean. And next up, we've got more shoes. Today was a day of shoes. So we've got a pair of, let's see. I'm trying to match them up. Okay, so a pair of Converse. Paid $2 for these. These kind of things just always sell for me. If I can get Converse for like $1 to $3, I will always pick them up. If it's $4, I mean, I know if I'm in a thrift store, it's going to be way more than that. But you guys know I'm a garage sale girl, so I'm used to paying garage sale prices. So nice little pair of Chucks, nothing fancy. These go in the wash, probably 20, $25 right in there. Next ones we got is another pair of Chucks. These ones are missing the shoelace, but that's okay because I order shoelaces off of the Smile Amazon store, if everyone knows what I'm talking about. And I just get them and I just put new shoelaces in them, a pair that matches up. Cost me about $1.25, and it's certainly worth it for a pair of Chucks. So got these for $2. Same thing, they'll probably sell. They're a little bit of a smaller size, so they'll probably sell closer to like $22, $21. All right, and then next we've got another pair of Converse. Now these shoelaces have some obvious coloring. I think someone took a magic marker. So what I'll do is I'll pop these out, put them in a little glass cup with a little bit of bleach. If the color comes out, great. If it doesn't, I'll just pop a new pair of shoelaces in. Like I said, it only winds up being about $1.25 if you order them, you know, like a multi-pack. So, and I think if you go to the link thingy in my bio, I believe if you're in there, it'll say like supplies to get you started or something like that. If you go there, then you wind up getting into where I've got all of my stuff and you'll see it. So this is a little pair of Chucks, same exact thing, $2, probably in this gray and this size, $21 after we make a deal. If you leave lace in overnight, I find it works better than a few hours. Yes, Joel, and I agree with that. So I usually like, if it's a pair of Nike shoelaces, I'll only leave them in for about an hour because a lot of times on the Nike ones, inside that top cap, they have different colored like stitching and stuff like that. And I'm always worried it's going to mess it up. But if it's just a pair of these, I'll just throw them in. Hey, if the bleach eats the bottoms off, whatever, because they're just super cheap, flat lace shoelaces. Okay, so we have now already 100% made, let's see, 30, 60, 80, 90, 100, 160, 180. We've probably made about $180 already. So I have completely covered my costs today because what did we spend today? $90. I only spent $90 today, so that's crazy. Snap Devil's in the house. Banana Patriot. I don't know why that's funny. I love that name. Okay, other cool thing I saw at that sale. She pulls out, she's got this little tub of all these plastic bags. They're folded up so nicely as these little triangles. It reminds me of the things. Remember when you're in school and you do like the little thing where you got to like flick it and it winds up going through the things. Didn't even know what I'm talking about. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Hello. You should try for laces. It's like, ooh, that's a good deal. You know what? Okay. I'm gonna be a weirdo. I've never ordered anything from them, and I'm a little sketched out about them. I don't know why. I feel like a weird, sketchy feeling about it for some reason. Paper football devil, you got it. So she had all of her bags in this little tub like this. And I was like, oh my gosh, can I take one of those home with me? And she just kind of looked at me and I was like, I want to learn how you did that. Because I don't know how she did it with the paper sack. So what I'm going to do is before I take this apart, I'm going to get my little neck thing that I've got that records. It's in the, if you guys, do you know what I'm talking about? It's in my TikTok shop thing. It's one of those things that goes around your neck with a little circle in it so your phone can magnetize. Anyways, I'm going to like record myself taking it apart because if I could do this with the plastic bags for the grocery store, that would be amazing. Like I would love to do that rather than just having these stuffed in somewhere. That would be cool. Easy to reuse. All right, next up. Okay, so I got these pair of boots at a sale I went to, and it's funny too because I was doing this community sale and I didn't see this one. It was at the very end of this cul-de-sac around the corner, and I'm so glad I went back there just to look to see if I could find him because I think nobody else had really been there because I don't think anyone could find it. Hey, Jennifer. Thanks, Coley. Yeah, I know, really cool. Hey, Blended. So I went back to this little sale. Like I said, I don't think anyone else had really been back there because you couldn't see them in the community sale. They were like tucked behind in this cul-de-sac. So I got this and this huge bag of clothes we're going to go through. So these are a vintage military boot. Now I know what you're saying is, oh my gosh, they're so beat up. That's why I got them. These are going to sell on Depop. So I love Depop. Depop is my jam and jelly. It's been kind of quiet the last few days, which is interesting, but Depop is my thing. I love selling on Depop. These are such an iconic punk, hardcore, post-hardcore, emo, rock, grunge, 90s. Like, I mean, this is like quintessentially what I wore in like 1993. And so I know this style and I know that these will sell. They're a brand called Genesco. So they are a military grade boot and these are definitely vintage. I mean, look at how old school that leather is. So I would expect that I'm probably going to get like $35 for these, I would say. And she wanted $1 for them. So I was like, yep, absolutely $1. And so while we're there, why don't we get in to this big bag here and go through what we got there. Okay. So when I asked her what she wanted for prices, she basically said like $1 for long sleeve shirt. She wanted $5 for this, $6 for this. I just said, hey, is it cool if we just make a bundle and kind of figure it out at the end? And she said, yes. So I'm glad we did because I wound up getting so much stuff. So I wound up getting a really good deal on everything. All right. So first thing we got is a brand called Bob Barker. No, not as in the Price is Right, as in the jacket. And this is a really, really, really thick, nice. I mean, look at this coat. It is in like crazy good condition. It's got like that felt blanket line. Ooh, it's warm. I mean, this is like hardcore coat. Really good shape. It's in a medium, but I would say it probably fits more like a large because it's a good size. It's got all of its buttons. I checked everything. I'm getting better about checking that kind of stuff at garage sales too. I would say this is probably around a $40 coat. I would say somewhere right in there. I may ask closer to like 45 or 50 and then take a little deal. Vicky's here. What is good, Vicky? I'm very happy to see you. Beginning of the month, give it a couple days. Yeah, Jennifer, exactly. Like, and I know with Depop is so insanely dependent upon paydays. We also just had a huge holiday where a lot of people that are that age group that went out spent a ton of money, and those are the people buying on Depop. So my Poshmark and my eBay have been way busier, but Depop's been a little quieter. But I expect that'll change probably in the next like few days. Okay, so I'm thinking it's probably like a $40 coat, I would say, and it's clean, which is great. All right, next one. I got this. This was funny. So this is definitely wool, and it's definitely vintage, and it's definitely some sort of military something. And I know that because there's old writing on here that's kind of hard to make out. I'm going to have to like get old eyes and a bright light there, but it is definitely like an older military wool jacket. This is definitely vintage, definitely wool. And it's in really good condition. However, I did notice when I went up front, I asked her, how much do you want for this? And she said $5. And I said, okay, well, I think I'm going to put it back because it's got a little moth hole in it, because it's got a little, moth guy there. And she goes, oh, okay, just $1. I was like, sold. So for $1, I'll take it, because I mean, even if I get $25 off of it, I mean, that makes it so insanely worth it. Joel says, I got an offer from somebody on Depop right after listing an item and they had no followers or items. That's okay. People just create new accounts on Depop all the time. Almost like it was a bot, so it was odd. It was for a pair of Adidas sneakers and it was a perfect offer. So Joel, that's probably from Google. So what'll happen is if people are looking for stuff on Google, they'll find the item that they want. And if it happens to be on Depop, they'll just click over to it. If they aren't logged in or they don't already have an account or they've never bought anything on there before, maybe they didn't even know what Depop was. This is like brand new to them. So I don't ever look at like, oh, they don't have any followers. Oh, they've never bought anything before. I don't really worry too much about that on Depop. I see that really frequently, really, really frequently. It was for a pair of Adidas sneakers. Pharrelly Williams. Ooh, nice. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. Well, hopefully they'll follow through. Hopefully it's a real situation. Okay. Next thing we've got here is a really super lightweight Oakley. So this is called a pack and go jacket. So this is just something, you put in your purse or whatever. So you just got, or your whatever fanny pack or whatever, just so you got a little something to wear. It's got all these little pockets in here and all sorts of cool stuff. Really probably for like fishing. So this is probably more of a springtime item. However, with it being the long sleeve, like I'm down here in Texas, you guys, and it was hot today. I literally live in shorts down here. Like, no joke. I don't even know if I'll ever even wear a sweatshirt down here. So I got this for $1. I'd say it's probably like a $12 item or something like that. Okay, next thing we got here. You guys ready for some Pearl Snap? Woo! Nothing ended happening. It was 2 days ago. Yeah, they were probably just window shopping then, Joel. I mean, it's Depop. That's kind of how it goes. Nadine's house and AZ joined in. Okay, so first thing we've got here is an American Eagle. Now, I don't sell and buy like a ton of American Eagle. I do if it's vintage, and I definitely do if it's Pearl Snap. So this is a little Pearl Snap shirt. It's got just like the regular old school retro Pearl Snap pocket. It's in really good condition, no holes or anything like that. Let's see if we've got a date on here, 2011. So this is kind of fits still into that Y2K. I would say 2011 is still kind of Y2K. And Western shirts right now, Pearl Snap shirts, I mean, are you kidding me? They're so crazy popular. So we got that one. And then the next thing we got was this one here. This is another Wrangler. So I would say this is probably at 2012-ish, something right in there. And again, little Pearl Snap situation. So I got the black with the black Pearl Snap. It's got like the Western. I've sold like 3 of these in the last probably 2 months. So it's just one of those things I know will sell. All these Wranglers usually wind up going for anywhere, depending on the cut, the style, the pocket cut, the coloring, all that. They usually go for anywhere between like 16 to 30. It just kind of depends on the jacket. This one's a little bit of a heavier weight, so I'll probably be able to get a little bit more for this one. And the fact that it's like the black on black color too winds up being super popular. Mike says, I got one like that a few weeks back, ended up keeping it. Oh, Mike, you one of the shirts or the jacket? Feel like very little is selling currently. So Matthias, here's the situation. So pause, take 2 seconds and go over that, because I know that we've had I've had a couple other resellers. Some of y'all even probably have messaged me and said, hey, my sales are super stagnant. What's going on? So here's where we're at. Number one, it is an election week. Election weeks, by all standards, sales on almost everything moves to a crawl. People kind of close money down. All the big financial institutions close. Everything kind of closes down, and they just wait to see what's going to happen with the election. It's not about who's going to win or who's not going to win. It's just the way it goes this time of year. I have been in sales and marketing for a very long time. And it is always, always, always like this during election years. And this week particularly is like closed. So number one. Number two, we've got people still recovering from the 2 devastatingly insane hurricane situations that we had go through. We've got people that are getting paychecks, and all those paychecks are going towards the restoration of their homes, helping their neighbors out, helping their family out, so on and so forth. Number three, this is a holiday. So we just had Halloween. People are spending money on candy, kids, costumes. They are not spending money on a pair of running shoes that they need, come springtime. They're not thinking about that. They're thinking about spending money on other stuff. So you've got that. So you've got all of those. Then on top of that, you also have the fact that payday was just today. Like money hasn't even been deposited. People's paychecks and direct deposit has gone in, but they are not even going to see that reflected into their accounts until Monday or Tuesday. So they won't even think that they've got money to burn. So between elections, weather, holidays, what day of the week it is, or month it is, all of that combined together creates this little bubble, and everything is just going to be slow. Now, if you're not slow and your sales are on fire, then that's amazing. And that's what we want, right? But for most people, that's going to be what's going on right now. So I hope that that makes sense. I sold a lot today, no Poshmark or Mercari, but a lot on eBay. Perfect, Jewel. 13 today on eBay. Boom, Jewel. That's what I'm talking about. High five. I love that. Jennifer says yes. Okay, let's keep going, guys. I hope that makes sense. All right. Next up, we've got, now this is a brand that I 100% do not pick up, the INC. I do not pick this up. However, this is a super cool sawtooth faded pearl snap, black on black with the black buttons. It screams indie, it screams skater, it screams emo, it screams Western, it screams streetwear, it screams Starboy, it screams like every genre you can kind of think of. So this is one of those aesthetic buys. I'm not buying it for the brand. I'm buying it because of the keywords and the things I'm going to talk about. Yes, Michelle, good. I'm glad. First sale on Poshmark today. Oh, Noah's best GMA in the house. That's what I'm talking about. I love that. High five. That's amazing. Hey, rainbows and hearts. All right, that's clean. So all these things you're seeing here, I got for $1. All right, next we've got, this is a brand that I have never heard of. It's called The Sovereign, tailored by Barry. It's a made in the USA, so that is a 100% don't pass up. It's almost like a Gayabera shirt, like a Cuban smoking jacket or a Cuban button up. So it's got like the little buttons here. It's got these really cool little designs and stuff on it too. And it's like this interesting feel. It just has that like really cool eclectic grandpa, which you guys know that's my jam right now. It's got that eclectic grandpa feel. So I have a feeling this is going to sell pretty well. It's got an interesting little pocket down here on the bottom. And these are the Gayabera style Cuban button ups. Amazing. All right. Made in the USA. I'll probably get like $40 for that. All right. Next up here, we've got a Wrangler. This one interestingly feels older, but Wrangler's so tough because they don't date anything. So I just have to kind of guess. No, that's a paper tag. That's a paper tag. Okay, yeah. No, this is probably like a 2016, 15 maybe. I don't know if this is Wrangler, North Carolina. Might have to do a little research on that one. But it's a nice little, oh no, it's a Y2K. I can tell it's a Y2K. Yeah, it's a Y2K. All right, so this is a little Y2K. It's cool because it's got the Wrangler embroidered stitching here. It's got the slant up pockets here, another little pearl snap. I mean, guys, I will pick these up all day. It's got the roll cuff with the quintessential, oh yeah, totally Y2K. You see that on a shirt, it's a Y2K for sure. Julia, welcome in. All right, and clean. All right, we'll probably get like, I don't know, maybe $20 for that one. Okay, next up we've got here is a Wrangler, another one, American Cowboy. That's an interesting tag. So I haven't seen that one before. That's definitely interesting. This one's cool too because it's got the sawtooth pockets and then it's got these gold threading throughout it, which totally screams Christmas party, holiday, New Year's. You know I'm going to be putting all that down on my keywords because it totally has that. It's got the greens and the reds. This one I'll probably mark up higher than I would normally mark it up because it's Christmas time, and I know that I'll be able to get a little bit more for it. So, hey, I haven't been able to catch your lives. Oh, Stephanie, I'm so happy you're here. Hello. Hustle in the house. Hustle, I got my package. You guys, I bought some stuff from Hustle on WN. That man wrapped that stuff so good. Legit, you get like the award for like the best like packaging shipper I've ever seen. He was shipping me stained glass. I had creamer bowls and sets, the McCoys in there. I mean, we're talking vintage breakable stuff, and it all was like perfect. The package was perfect. So, dude, seriously, if you guys don't follow Hustle, you should. Make sure you find him over on WN. He's the only person I think on WN that can manage to keep me up past 11 with all of his like stuff that he's selling and all those shenanigans, because it's absolutely ridiculous. I got like 20 glass places today. Yeah, baby. Jennifer, I love it. I love it. Make sure you watch my latest video for a great laugh. Okay, I will. All right. So yeah, we'll probably get, I'll probably put this one at like 30-ish because I think that I can get that because of the Christmas situation. All right. Next up, we've got, what do we got? Little Lucky Brand jeans. This is a little button up. Again, pearl snap. Really a really pretty pearl snap, actually. It's almost like it looks like an agate almost. This is actually a really nice one. So little pearl snap. What's cool about the Lucky ones too, and I was thinking this one had it, and it does, is on the sleeves, they usually have one pearl snap that is the Lucky Brand symbol, which is kind of cool. Like I've noticed that on a couple of the Lucky ones. There's a nice little classic fit, little woven, very soft cotton, probably $22 or something right in there. All right, next up, we've got another one. I told you guys it was a pearl snap day. So you got another Lucky Brand. This one is, again, Christmas colors. We got the reds, like any of this stuff. Christmas party, holiday, Santa, New Year's and New Year's 2025, work party, like all that kind of stuff. You want to make sure you're putting that in your keywords because that is going to be what guys are typing in. Think like a dude. What is a dude going to type in? I need a Christmas shirt for party, Western style or Western shirt. That's what they're typing in. So think like how you think they're going to type it in. And then we've got some really nice little, they're almost like a mother of pearl looking pearl snap, like a real classic, like true one. Does this have let me see if this one has the Lucky thing on it. Sometimes they do. I don't think this one does. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Yeah, this one doesn't. Okay, so that's clean. Got it for $1, sell it for 20. Okay, this one is really cool. So this is a Lucchese. This is a really nice button up. So this one's got the classic. I mean, you cannot get more classic Western style cowboy rodeo Santa Fe farm ranch than this. So it's got the 3 pearl snaps. It almost has like a turquoise. Look at how beautiful those are. Wow, those are really pretty. Those are so pretty. Yeah, total turquoise. Look, honey, look at the pearl snaps on that. Ooh, I like ye. All right, so this is a really nice one. It's in a large, which is a great size. Got it for $1. I'll have to comp these, but I'm thinking with those buttons, man, I might be able to get in the 30s for that one just because it's, again, I'm not looking at brands as much as I'm looking at the aesthetic and being able to put in turquoise in that, you know, that's a good one. That's a goody. Hey, baby, oh, no, just kidding. I thought I lost my seltzer. You need a 2-second snap. I buy all pearl snaps, especially $1 or $2. Amen. Yes, I know, Michelle. That's a nice one, isn't it? Just listed my first 2 items. Croc. Nuts on that one. I love that. Teresa, what is good? How's it going? Gemini's here. Okay. Next, we've got another little Western pearl snap. Now, this one is definitely a vintage. So this one has the made in the USA. It says Wrangler on it. It's one of the super lightweights. It's got a really pretty purple color on the button. And this one is definitely, this reminds me of my grandpa, actually. This is like literally what Peepaw would have worn. It's that really thin, breathable cotton. And these do really, really well for me. I actually probably sell more of these thin, lightweight, breathable cotton ones than anything. And this even has like a little silver and gold through it as well. So, you know, I'm going to do holiday, party, all that good stuff. All right, next one here. Another pearl snap. We got another Wrangler. So this is kind of just a more of a basic one. It's got the classic white colored pearl snaps, and it's got the classic, you know, just regular classic button. Really, really pretty blue. It's almost like a robin's egg blue. Super, super pretty. Nice little button up. Probably 15 to 20 bucks, depending on, you know, where I sell it and what we get for the offer. All right, next one here, another Wrangler, another pearl snap. This one feels a little bit older too, but not as old as that other one. This probably feels like a Y2K to me. It's got the sawtooth buttons. It's really nice yellows and blues. Super, super pretty, great condition. Great little pearl snaps. Just a real basic little one. All right, next up we've got, let's see, what's this one? What's this? All right, this one is a little Dickies work shirt. I always sell Dickies stuff. Now, we've talked about Dickies brand before. So if you're picking it up for inexpensive, get it. If it's more priced high in thrift store, don't get it unless it's vintage. So if it's like a 90s pair of Dickies shorts, they don't make them like they used to. Back in the 90s, they did a box fit for their Dickies. They don't do that anymore. So they don't have that loose aesthetic. But in the 90s, they made them box cut, and all of your people that are into like, you know, death metal, hardcore, any of that kind of music, love those shorts, especially with the wallet chain and the loop around. It also fits skater, if it's biker, if it's a lot. I still wouldn't probably pay more than like $3 to $4 for them, because it's not like you're not going to make a ton of money off of it. But if you're garage sailing or you're at a thrift store and it's like a discount day, then I would definitely do a pickup. So this is a Dickies workwear one. So it's just a really basic little blue workwear. These do well for me, but they sell for like around $13, $12 to $13. They're nothing crazy, but when I can get it for 50 cents, then I'm going to pick it up. All right, next we've got another little button up, another Wrangler. This is another vintage, made in the USA. It's got that super lightweight to it, super classic. It's got the old brown stitching in there. Hey Jen, how's it going? I'm happy to see you. Happy to see you guys. So it's got just that the super quintessentially vintage Wrangler look with the brown stitching. It's got the opalescent buttons, lightweight, breathable. This is definitely cotton, 100% cotton. I mean, man, I like this shirt. I'm like, whew, would this fit me? I think it might be like one size too small. Yeah, it's one size too small. I like my stuff to be a little bit on the baggier side, but that's nice. That feels really comfy and cozy. I don't always try to keep my stuff. I'm like, Charity, don't keep it. Sell it. Sell it. Okay. I know, right? Okay, next we've got a little Tommy Hilfiger. This is totally Christmas colors. I'm going to say this is like a 2011 or something. Let's see what we got here. Oh, no, it's a little bit later. It's a 2016. So it's a 2016. So definitely way after YK. Oh, yeah, it's got the back button. So probably $28, $26, somewhere right in there, because it's holiday time. So all of these I'm going to be able to, oh, yeah, and it's got like the roll cuff too and everything, so you can roll it up. All of these shirts, anything green or red, is getting every Christmas and holiday tag I can even potentially think of. I do that. I have to tell myself no a lot. I know, me too. I'm like, you don't need that. Unless it's like these Garfield shorts I got for like 25 cents. I'm like, oh, I ain't snoozing on them Garfield shorts. I'm taking them home and I'm putting them on my body. All right, next. So this is really cool. Wool stuff for me is non-negotiable. If I see a shirt and it has like anything wolf at all on it, I'm getting it, because it always 1000% of the time sells. And this shirt is fire. Like, look at this. It's got like the wolves, double wolves. It's got the Aurora Borealis. It's got wolves down there at the bottom. It's got the full moon. It says American Legacy on it. I mean, it's on a gilded woven, so it's definitely a Y2K, and it's double-sided. So, I mean, dude, this thing is sick. Justin, look at this. Front. Look at, honey, can you hear me? Look at this thing. Look at this front. It's got the double wolf front, but wait, look at the back. It's got the double back too. Dude, this thing is sick. I didn't even realize it was double-sided. Oh my goodness. All right. We're going to clean up with this one, folks. We are going to clean up with that one. That is a really nice shirt. All right. And then last one in this bag is a brand I have no idea. I've never heard of this brand before. It's called Plains Western Wear, but it's got like the slanted, super pointed. Oh no, that's just a singular point. So it's got the singular point there, pearl snap. It's got the opalescence. It's that super lightweight kind of workwear feeling to it, or I'm sorry, breathable feel to it. And with this being this color, I just sold one of these, not this brand, but one that looked just like this like 2 days ago. I sold an vintage Aero one. And this brown fits in so well. So it's like sad boy mixed with like skater, indie, scenester, hipster, all of that. And it looks like it's got some information on this tag. Let's get our old eyes on here and see if we can see what this says here. Let's see if this is a date. There might be a date on this one. Let's take a look here. Let's see, polyester and cotton. So 65% polyester. So I'd say it's probably like a 2015, probably 2016, somewhere right in there. If it had more percentage of cotton, I would know it's a little bit older. Yeah, that wolf one is money. Exactly, Jen. Hey, Tyler, what's up? Okay, so all of those shirts, I mean, we got that whole bundle for what, about $20? Should make 20, 40, 60, 81, probably 300, a little over 300 for that one. So, plus the wolf shirt, I mean, probably 350 out of all of that stuff. So that's fantastic. And a really nice garbage bag. Boom. Recycle, reuse. Okay, next thing we got here. Now, like I said, I did end up going to my little thrift store today. This is the 6th time I've been there. I don't go there very often. All their stuff is like outrageously pretty expensive. And even on their tag sale days, like it's always picked through and stuff. And I just don't really go by there. But garage sale, if I'm on my way home, I got time and there's garage sales in the area, I just double back through there because it's in kind of a neighborhood where there's always a lot of sales. So I'm looking for sales. If I can't find sales, then I stop by the old thrift store. So picked these up here it's written here in the smallest writing, which was great. So I picked these up for $5. Little pair of camo Vans. Now, I might be wrong about this, but I feel like, we just sold something on Depop, I think, folks. What do we sell? We sold a pair of Levi's for $27. Boom. Yeah, Levi's. Okay. Let me thank them real quick here with a little message. I say night order, and it pulls up my text replacement. If you guys do that, I would suggest doing that. Pulls out my text replacement and says, thank you for your order. I'll get this shipped out ASAP. If you run into any issues with the delivery, the item, or anything else, please reach out so I can help. I appreciate you, and have a great night. Nice little way to create a little communication. If something's wrong with the item or something, they're going to reach out to me instead of just leaving me some sort of review or something. So I always do that. Now, like I was saying, for some reason in the back of my reseller brain, I feel like these Vans, these camo ones, were like a limited release or something. I could be totally, absolutely wrong and absolutely making that up. But let's see. $35. Oh, yeah, the Woodland camos. Okay, so on GOAT, they're 83. 33 on Poshmark, 30 on Depop. Yeah, they are. Okay, cool. So I picked them up for $5. We will sell these for probably 35. Probably $35. They feel like a really good size, too. What are these? These are men's 10. I mean, you can't get much better than that. So, boom, more shoes. Every time I see a pile of shoes, I get so excited because I'm like, we're going to make so much money. But I'm like, I got to wash and clean them. Meg, thanks for the follow. Petra, what is good today, you guys? Good to see you. Okay, so we got those, got more bags. bags, and more bags. All right. Next thing we got. So this is the other thing I picked up at the thrift store. I don't normally even go through their clothes. What I'll do is I literally walk by like the men's dress shirts and I'll just kind of flick the edge just because I'm looking for like, a really nice Peter Millar, or I'm looking for like different brands. I mean, in a dream world, I end up seeing like some Sitka stuff over there, Viore or something. I see some like crazy thing over there, right? It hasn't happened yet, but you never know. So I just flick through really quick, and then I go over to the suits and I just pop open the sides, and I'm just looking for any like really nice name brand stuff. They had a Ralph Lauren there, one there, but it wasn't very good size. They wanted like $15 for it. I was like, yeah, it's like a $30, $40 one. I was like, yeah, not really worth it. So, however, I did see this, and this is a brand that I had never heard of before. So tuxedo pants that have like the adjustable, adjusters there. And it is a brand called Giovanni Testi. So Giovanni Testi. Giovanni Testi. And so I'm like, that's interesting. And I can definitely tell they are a tuxedo pair of pants. We have New Year's coming up and Christmas parties. And the jacket itself looked really good. It just felt like good quality. So this tag was not on it. So I get up to the front of the thing and the lady's standing there and I'm like, hey, I found this suit, or I didn't say suit. I said, I found this item because I don't want to call something by name. I found this item and it doesn't have a tag on it. Do you know how much it is? So she's looking at it and she's looking at it. She's like, oh, I don't see anything either. She's like, just a second, I have to go ask in the back. I'm like, oh boy. Because when I was back looking at the shoes, it's right by the opening to the back section and all the employees were back there. And there's a guy back there that's like, yeah, I've been trying to sell stuff on Depop. And he's like, someone hacked my account and then they went in and now they suspended it. So it's fine. I don't really sell anything on there anyways. I'm like, oh, great. The people pricing things are resellers. No wonder this store is so expensive. So I'm thinking it's going to be some ridiculous price, right? So she comes back over and she goes, okay. She's like, well, for the 2-piece, she's like, it'll be $10. And I'm like, okay. And here's why. So while she was gone, I popped open my good old little telephone here and I went and looked at the Giovanni Testi suit. So just the jacket on here, on this one, is $199. Here's a used one on Poshmark that's a tweed for $100. Here's a burgundy one for $225. Now, this one comes with not only the jacket, but it also comes with the matching pants. So I think this is going to be kind of a banger, especially, like I said, with it being New Year's. It's got the satin finish on the outside. And then it had some interesting things in it. So it says hand-tailored luxury style. And in the pockets, wait for it, is a bow tie. So obviously this was used like at a wedding or something. Oh, wait. Honey, look what I got. Oh my goodness. Wait, I got to make it my size.
That was so
I am going to be so sophisticated. Ready? All right. We're going to be sophisticated, guys. Here we go. I don't even know how to get one of these on. Is it like just like a little clip thing?
Sure.
Justin's like, I wore one once. Oh no, you didn't, because when we got married, you wore a tie. How do these go on?
You're
here we go.
Ready to
Take
have
a little
an
clip.
order.
I am ready for an order for sure. Come on, get in there. How do I get this on? Wait, how does it clip? Oh, it's just like a little hook. Oh, it's a little hook. It's a little hook. It's a little hook.
I figured you had
I see it.
local library. There'll be someone there that can help.
Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to use this camera to see the little hook. There we go. All right. What do we think, guys? How do I look? Is it so cute? I'm kidding. What do we think? All right. So in there, I found this bow tie. And then there's also the tag for the jacket. So it has the original tag with the style and everything on it. It's got this suit features semi-canvas construction. 4 layers of canvas is used in this traditionally hand-finished suit to make it a 3-dimensional shape. And then it also has a little pouch that comes with the buttons. It looks real nice, Clark. So that was in the pocket there. And I was just hoping that they weren't going to notice that when they went to price it. So pretty cool that it comes with all of that. And this like little bow tie. Let's see. Does it even have a name on it? This might be not in anything. Bow ties would normally have like a brand or something on there, right? I'm assuming. Is there like a brand tag? I'm out of my element right now, but I don't know. I don't know if it's worth anything, but it's kind of cute. Ooh, if it's not worth anything, I'm definitely keeping it for a little headband because that will be absolutely adorable. Oh my goodness. That's happening. That's happening. All right, yeah. So I am guessing these two probably, I mean, if the jackets are going for $100, I can't imagine that this is less than $150 for the two of these. So for $10 investment, I will take that every day, baby. All right, so those are the two things I got at the thrift store. I got the shoes for $5. They'll sell for like $35. I got that suit for $10, and it'll sell for to be determined. I'm not really sure. I got to look up that exact model and go through all of that. Okay, next thing we got is a pair of cowboy boots. They wanted $10 for them. I paid $5 for these. And this is a brand that I was not familiar with at all. This is called, ooh, what are you making? It smells good in there. Are you making burritos? It's called Guide Gear. Guide Gear leather boots. Has anyone ever heard of these? Guide Gear. Oh, that's in really good condition. Look at the bottom of that. Just needs a little Wyman's leather. Should we do a little quick comp on these? Because I have no idea what these are worth. Let's see. Guide Gear. Guide Gear boots. Guidegear. It's so interesting because, you know, growing up in Western Washington, like in the Seattle area, you just don't see cowboy boots up there ever, like literally ever. And so being down here in Texas now, I feel like I'm learning all these things. Like, I didn't know any brands. I knew Justin's and Ariats. Those are the only two I knew. So looks like maybe $45. 40, yeah, about $45. Not bad. And these are a good size too. What size are these? Yeah, these are, I think these are 12. Let's see. Does it say on here? It should say on that tag. Maybe my eyes just can't see it. Yeah, I think these are a size 12. So nice little boots for that. Not bad for $5. $5. DJ Will, creating happy. Thanks for the hearts, you guys. I appreciate the love for sure. Okay, next thing we got is a Ozark Trail. This is a vintage Ozark Trail button up or zip up vest. Now, didn't necessarily buy it because of the brand. Bought it one because it's vintage. I mean, this is like definitely a Y2K for sure. I can tell just from the tag. We got a double beefy down here at the bottom, and then we got like a super beefy. I mean, this thing is beef at the top. Yeah, probably like a 2010, I would say, somewhere. No, maybe like a 2006. Maybe 2006. So this kind of stuff right now, this time of year, I mean, are you kidding me? I'll probably end up getting like $40 for this. And again, this is going to be one of those things where it's like, I paid $2 for this one. This is going to be like camping, lumberjack, cabin core, outdoors, gorp, outdoor, vintage, BTG. It's going to be, oh my gosh, farm, hunting, camping, fishing, tough, rugged, all of those kind of things are going to be what says beefy tag, says Coley. Laurel, good evening. It is a beefy tag. Are you the clothing age psychic? You know, I don't even know. I don't know how I know these things. Maybe I've been doing it long enough or something that okay, short story. When I first started doing this, I remember going to Goodwill with my son, and my husband can totally attest to this. We'd go in Goodwill and he could flick his hands down the rack and he'd feel things and he'd be like Levi's and he'd know, or he'd pull something and be like band t-shirt and he'd pull it out and it would be exactly what he said. He knew the date, he knew the age, he knew any of that. And I remember thinking the same thing, like, how would you ever know that? How do you know that? And I remember coming home and telling Justin that. And then I told my son, I was like, I'm never going to get as good as you are because there's no way that I'm ever going to know like what these clothes are. And he was like, Mom, he's like, you will. He's like, you just keep doing it and you research enough things that you start getting a feel for it. I can listen to stuff too and I can hear it. If it's got a treble sound to it, it's a newer shirt. If it's got like a bass sound to it, it's an older shirt because of the amounts of Lycra and stuff that and fillers that they use in clothing now. So I can hear it, I can feel it, I can tell by the tag, I can feel just by the quality and the zip. It's so weird. You're a clothing reseller too, you get it. So you get it, Creating Happy Mondays. By the way, great name. Rebecca, this one does need to be washed. Okay, next up we've got, something for us, honey. I bought you a present. Would you like it? Wait, let me take the price tag off. Happy birthday, honey. Look what I got you. I got him extension cord safety seals for the front yard for Christmas decorations.
Nice.
So you just,
really expensive.
they are. So you just put your little cords in here and it keeps the cords safe so that you can do like outdoor decorations because we was putting the Halloween stuff together and he's like, well, we're just gonna hope it doesn't rain because we got electrical cords out there. So happy birthday, you are special, you're getting older and so much better. I just want to embarrass you, that's why I'm singing this song. So happy birthday, you are special. It was just his birthday. All right, so those we're keeping. Okay, next thing we've got, all right, so how many of you guys saw the video I put up earlier? Thanks, Vancouver, Washington. Just went to the biz this morning. Heck yeah, Vancouver, Washington. I moved down here from the Bremerton area. So not that far. Riz in the house. Okay, so did you guys see the video? Did anybody see the video I put earlier up about the hard no? Yes, yes. Hey, Riz. Okay, on to you, Sat. So I go to the sale. All right. And I mean, you guys, I have been to thousands and thousands and thousands of garage sales now. So I just am so used to things going a certain way. I go in, hey, how's it going? Good. Have you been busy yet today? Yes, we've been busy. Or no, we haven't been busy. Okay, great. How much are you asking for this? Wonderful. Get a pile. Then I say, hey, if I get a whole bunch of stuff, would you be willing to make me a bundle deal? How does that sound? They usually say that sounds great. I get up to the front, we wheel, we deal, I pay cash or I pay Venmo or something, and I'm out. It just goes the same. Every once in a while, I run into like kind of a Karen, or I run into, somebody. Earlier today, I spoke to this really nice older lady. She had this little blind, tiny dog that was like 1.5 pounds. She's telling me about another dog that she had that she loved, and the dog's no longer with us. And sometimes they're just there to tell you a story. You're walking out backwards, but you're chatting, you're trying to be nice. Sometimes those things happen, or there's a cute little kid and we're talking, so there's little breaks here and there. But I am used to things just kind of going in the same routine, right? So I walk up there. I've got this bag and I've got the rest of the stuff that's in, most of the stuff that's in this bag here. So I got like an armful. So at first I said, hey, how much are you asking for stuff? And there was a daughter and the mom. Daughter says, I think she's asking like $1 or $2. And the mom chimes in and says, yes, there's a few things that are $5 or $10, but just ask. So it seemed like, I got to put this little piece in there. Okay. Seemed like everything was going to be just like copacetic, regular garage sale. So I pull some shirts. I see this purse, this little leather purse, and I start walking up with my little pile. And I see the woman, the mom, and I should, I guess, just ask the daughter, but I see the mom. And I just said to her, I literally said to her, like, hey, if I got like, if I'm getting all this stuff, would you be willing to do like a little bundle deal? Guys, it was the most pregnant pause I've ever seen. So I'm standing there. I asked that. She literally just stared at me. Like, and I've learned he or she who speaks first when that happens loses. So I ain't saying nothing. So I'm just standing there with my little pile, and she's just beaded in my vision, in my eyeballs, staring at me. And she goes, no. And I was like, I said, excuse me? Because it just caught me off guard. I didn't even mean to say anything. It just was like, excuse me? Because it just felt so bananas, right? And then she just looks at me and I say, excuse me. She goes, yeah, I'm not going to do that. Like I was asking her to give me like the deed to her car or something. I had some dollar t-shirts and a bag. So I did have two Steve Madden purses that she had wanted like $5 and $10 for. And I was like, well, I'm not paying that for these. But if I can get them for like $2 or $3, it'll be worth it. So I have those. I also had, I had a Forever 21 like racing jacket that had like patches on it and stuff. It was not like a real racing jacket. It was just kind of like a, maybe making it look like a vintagey one, but it wasn't. It's like literally a $15 jacket. And so I just go, okay, well, I'm not going to get all this then. So I put the Steve Madden purse down. I put the other Steve Madden purse down. I hang the shirt up. I'm thinking that while I'm doing this, she's going to say, you know what? It's fine. Or the daughter's going to say to her mom, like, hey, mom, because the daughter, when the mom went, no, the first time, the daughter literally went, whoop, and she just turned and walked over there. She was 100% not interested in being part of this. So I wound up getting a couple t-shirts and this bag. I could have bought so much stuff from this woman's garage sale, but like, okay, you know what? Her garage sale, her yard sale, her rules. No shade, nothing wrong with it. It was just like, wow, I think you've missed the whole idea of a garage sale is you put some stuff out, you wheel and deal, you talk about the weather, you share a fun story, and then you move along. But it was such a hard no. I was like, excuse me? I literally said that out loud, which was like not a good thing to say when you're trying to buy stuff from someone for cheap. But it just caught me like so off guard. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so long story short, got a couple things from her. I got this little bag here. It's a little leather bag. It's by a brand. It's not a super crazy popular brand. It's a Bueno. It's a little kind of vintagey, I would say a Y2K crossbody. It's got the 3 things on there. Smells like leather. I believe it's leather. Feels like leather. I don't know. I'm going to have to search through and look through. It doesn't feel faux. So it feels pretty leathery. So she took it to Goodwill this afternoon. Oh my gosh. I totally forgot to tell you guys. Okay. So I went to the thrift store today and I know what happens because I'm in we're a big town, but we're also like a tiny little town, meaning that it's growing so fast, but like the downtown area, there is a restaurant, there's a little corner bar-y place, and some like real estate places. That's downtown. It's like so small, right? And so we only have one little thrift store here. It's just not like a crazy huge place. And so where are these people going to take stuff? Well, they're either going to take it to Goodwill, which is potentially most people, but they also take it to the thrift store. So while I'm at this thrift store today, because you guys know I'm going out garage selling every weekend and I'm hitting as many as I can. So I'm hitting like probably 70% of the garage sales in my area. So I'm walking through today and I see this little cup that says, it's like a little pink makeup brush cup. And I think it said like, blending is my happy place or something like that. Oh, we just sold something. It says like blending is my happy place or something like that. And so I flip it over and I see the garage sale sticker. I know exactly what garage sale that was at. So I just kind of chuckled to myself because that's the thing is that lady wanted $5 for that thing at a garage sale. You ain't selling a used makeup container brush thing that's from like Home Goods that you bought for $7.99. You ain't selling it for $5 at your garage sale. So it's just so funny to see something there that actually I know was from a garage sale. Hey, Vanessa, what is good? Letty, happy to see you. Okay, what did we just sell to, guys? Let's see. I'm curious. What did we sell? We sold a pair of Nike fleece joggers. Yeah, baby. Okay, moving right along. Next thing we've got here. So these are the 2 shirts I got. So I got that purse from that lady for $2. I would say that's probably like a $30 crossbody. It's certainly nothing fancy, but it's fancy enough for me to pay $2 for. Next thing I got here is a Drake shirt. Now, you show me a band t-shirt, you show me a concert, a tour, anything, I'm picking it up. I'm always going to pick them up because there's somebody that is going to want that, right? So this is a Drake. It's got all the concert dates on the back of it. It's all a Blur tour. I have no idea what year this was. Does it say? Usually they say on the back. No. So it's a Drake something. It's a Drake something. So I got that one, and then also got this one. Drake in 2023. Cool. So this is like a super current concert shirt. So someone that wasn't able to get this at the concert wants it, and they will be buying it from me. Most likely, these usually sell for me on Depop. So got those two, paid I think $2 each for those, and then I think I paid $1 for this one. Now this wasn't something I'd ever heard of before. It's called Illest, and it kind of looks like the writing looks kind of like Gillette, but it's not. So this is like a little racing shirt. And this will sell because it's double-sided. The graphics are absolutely sick. And this will 100% sell on Depop. It's probably like a $15 or $16 shirt. Nothing super fancy, but for $1, can't snooze on that. Okay, next thing we got here is this hat. So Hayes County is the county I live in. However, this is a super vintage hat. I mean, look at that tag. This is definitely from the 80s or 90s. It's got like the braided thing across the front. It's got that super classic like square boy look to it. And it's pretty clean. I mean, it needs probably maybe just a tiny bit of spiffing up, but not much, which is great because I just cleaned 40-something hats last week, and then I found like 20 more, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to clean them, but they always sell, so it's like worth it, but it's like, oh. So that one needs to be spiffed up, I think, just a little bit. Okay, next thing we got is another band shirt, I believe. Tears for Fears, Daryl Hall, John Oates. This is a 2017 tour. So like I said, if there is ever any band stuff or tour stuff, I always get it because it always winds up selling. Either someone that went to this concert likes this music, or they're getting it as a parody kind of thing, or they don't even know what it is. You see kids walking around wearing Nirvana t-shirts and they think that Nirvana is a brand, right? So band stuff just always sells, not a band, a brand. Okay, next one. Can't make this up. This t-shirt, I actually have this hat up for sale from this exact Ed Sheeran concert in 2017. So what I might do is pull the hat and put it as a hat shirt combo. I've done that with quite a few other things, and they've always sold well for me that way. Okay, next thing we've got here is a new with tags item. This was $1. This is a redhead. I run into this brand a lot down here. I haven't actually comped too much on it, but it feels like a pretty quality shirt. Let's see. Does this have a price tag on it? No, it's taken off, but it's new with tags. So this is like such a perfect fall type shirt, and it's in an extra large. So I can't imagine that doesn't do well. Okay, next thing, same thing. Old Navy shorts, new with tag. I'm going to just put these away in my summer box. I've got other shorts. I'm not listing any more shorts or anything for the season. I will get back to listing those like in February and March. So these are just going to go into a bag and put away. But hey, when it's new with tags for $1, can't go wrong. Kids think it's Kurt Cobain. Oh my gosh, that hurts my heart. Redhead is a house brand for Bass Pro Shops. Okay, yeah. So it's just a little like low-key brand. Like I said, I haven't picked it up before. It didn't really spark my fancy. I haven't seen anybody talk about it, but new with tags can't go well. Redhead is from Cabela. Okay, yeah. That's it. Redhead used to be at Goodies. I don't know what Goodies is. Welcome to being in this area and being new. That one's going to sell because I'm going to do fall, Thanksgiving, autumn, family. I'm going to do mom's house, grandma's house. All those keywords are going to go in there because that is going to be some kid that needs to dress up and look nice. Or it's also indie, skater. I mean, there's a million different aesthetics on that one. Okay, next thing we've got here is, looks like a shirt. What is this one? I never even remember what I get. Okay, this is another little band one. So this is REO Speedwagon and Styx, Don Felder local production staff. So this is going to be a staff t-shirt from whatever concert thing this was. So it looks like this is like a 2XL, I think. It looks like the tag's gone. So probably not like an overly expensive thing, but for $1, can't snooze on it. Smells clean. All right. Then we've got, it looks like a pair of pants. Only Levi's I found today. So weird. These were $1, so I will always pick them up. These are definitely new. What year are these? 2018. So these are a pair of little 2018 women's wedgie skinnies. They got a cute little distressing. They got cute little distressing on the edges here. So these are like indie skater girl, emo-y. They're probably only like a maybe $13 pair of jeans. Oh, squeakies. Must be time. But for $1, I mean, I always put them up. They seem to sell. They usually want to sell on Poshmark. So putting those over there. Then we've got, looks like a shirt. What is this one? Oh, a little Ralph Lauren. So this is going to be a Y2K? Yeah, probably like a 20. Yeah, maybe like a 2013. Somewhere right now. Let's see. Does it have do you have a tag on this one? No date code on that. They usually don't, but you always look. So a little classic fit. Feels really soft though. This is interesting. This is an interesting feel. Like it has like, it feels like, yeah, it's definitely got to be 100% cotton. Yeah, it's got to be cotton. So a little button down, nothing to snooze on. Always getting Ralph Lauren. It's got the cute little, pony guy there, and probably, I don't know, $20 somewhere right in there for that one. All right, moving to the last couple things, and then I got one banger thing here. All right, another pair of shoes. I paid $2 for these little pair of Air Maxes. These are a size 7, and the year on these is a 2018. They're in pretty good condition. They need to just be thrown in the wash and cleaned up a little bit. So, man, we're gonna be washing shoes, honey. And then another pair of Converse. I paid $2 for these. Same thing. I will buy these Chucks all day. They 100%. It's like Vans. It's like Vans. Vans and Chucks always sell for me. I can barely even keep them in my store. So there's those ones. And then we've got a little pair of black ones as well. Maybe because I wore these kind of shoes for so many years in my life, I can spot them like 2 miles away. And it's so funny because this was one of the first sales I went to for the day. And there was another lady there that I could tell was trying to resell, but she hadn't quite learned, like, I don't want to say the etiquette, but like she was getting excited about things without realizing that what maybe the things she was getting excited about were not excitable. Like there's a pair of women's New Balance shoes, but the lady wanted like $20 for them. And like, yeah, she could probably get like in that condition, she probably could get like 35 for them. But after everything, it wasn't as like, there's not enough room to breathe there, right? For your return on your investment. And then there was a pair of like fakey Gucci sandals up there. And so she grabs those, she grabs these New Balance, she's kind of moving me out of the way. And I just stood there. I'm like, she ain't grabbing those dirty Chucks, right? She didn't grab them. I went over, got the Chucks. I mean, I paid $2 for these and they're, $30 shoes. So there you go. All right. Now, last thing I've got for you today. So this is interesting. So this is at that same garage sale I told you that was around the corner. And I saw these and I was like, those look weird. And when I see something that I've never seen before and it's a little weird or a little strange, I'm always going to be interested in getting it as long as they want a good price. So the man and woman were standing right there. There was no me comping this. This was a full-on husband, wife, kids playing in the driveway. She is staring at me, stuff along the side, right? I would have been really obvious if I stood there and tried to Google Lens things. So I asked her how much she wanted. She said $5. So I was like, you know what? For $5, I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. So I got home and I told Justin, I was like, I want to wait to do this on the live, but I was just too curious. I couldn't stop myself. So check this out. So I got these for $5. All right. These are brand new. They're $240. There's a used pair on Posh for $278, which that doesn't make sense. There's a pair on Depop for $195. So maybe they're just sold out everywhere. $202, $160, $246, $179, $5. So they are just some sort of like interesting moon boot situation. I don't know who's wearing these, but this is definitely going to be under like the glam princess retro throwback 80s nostalgia. I might even be able to get away with like vaporwave on these ones. It's going to be brats, bling, glam, Y2K princess. I could probably do like coastal princess. There's just like a whole thing on this. Burning Man. I had a pair in the 80s. I know, like these are like a rave EDM. I mean, I could probably literally use like everything on these possible. They're like super, like they're a very structured boot. So very, very interesting. The original moon boot. So hey, for $5, I'll take it. What I'll do on the edges here is just clip off that bad stuff there. I'll use my little thing and just make it all nice, or maybe even just tie a knot. Probably tie a knot and then just clip off the ends a little bit just to make it look good, because otherwise they look like not so great on the edge. But they're like, do I need these if I decided to go to the moon? Yes, Hustle. The answer is absolutely. You 100% are going to need to wear these if you're going to the moon. It's a requirement, it is a necessity, and it is law. Hey, Darren, how's it going? All right, you guys, so that's everything we got today. So I would say this has got to be like probably, I don't know, $1,500 worth of stuff, maybe somewhere right in there. Spent $90.91. 26 sales, and I scored a cute little bow tie out of it that I don't see a brand on it. Let me just like Google Lens this real quick, because otherwise I am keeping this thing and I'm gonna wear it on my head because it is super cute. So I don't think it's any sort of brand. Nothing's pulling up. So I think we are gonna keep this, and I think that I am gonna use it as a cute little bow on my head, if I can get it to be big enough. Let's see. We're about to find out. My head might be too big. Oh, yeah, my head's too big. No, my head's too big. Head's too big. Man, that's a bummer, because that would be wouldn't that be adorable? That's like so stinking cute. I could maybe like bobby pin it in. Yeah, I could probably bobby pin and do like half bow. That might be a new trend. What do we think? I could like new trend that. Or just put like a clear little strap here or something on it, like a little piece of fishing line. I mean, guys, I like to make clothes up and make things up. I am a rule breaker when it comes to clothing. I ain't trying to wear anything that's like standard looking. Take a strap of it and use a clip. Yeah, I think what I'll do is just put a little of like a fishing line thing, and then just put that on there, and then I can just slip it on, I think is the way to go. Hustle's laughing. Heat gun. Should I heat gun it to the head? Just a little, I could do a little, heat gun on the boots. Yes. Yeah, I think I could just do that with like a little, I think that would be super cute. I don't know. I think that's fun. I think that could be fun. All right. Anyways, that is me. So I will not be back on tomorrow. I will be back on Monday. We're going to have to do shipping, of course. And then I'm going to have to get way more photographs. I'm actually out of photographs. I listed my last 3 things tonight that I have pictures of. So I need pictures. I'm going to have to probably end up doing some tomorrow, because I don't want to miss any days of listing. We don't want no mess up our algorithms. Please no. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the 3-point K hearts. Thank you for the love and the apples and the trinkets and the well wishes and all the good stuff. Yeah, clear hair tie, Auntie. That is the way to go for sure. All right. Bye, everybody. All right. And thanks again for joining me on YouTube. If you like us strange and unique weird girls with green hair, feel free to give me a follow. If you don't like strange and unique and weird girls with green hair, then I'm not your bread and butter. And what are you doing watching the end of this video then? All right. Take care, everybody. Peace.